Today we are looking at fraction 3, fractional equation involving word problems. That is where we are continuing. I think we stop at number 4. Now we are moving to number 5. What fraction must be added to the sum of 3 whole number 1 over 2 and 4 over 5 to give 1 over 2? So our answer is this place. If we get it, we see it. We don't know the fraction. What fraction? What fraction? What fraction must be added? We don't know the fraction. So let the fraction equals x. So what fraction must be added? The fraction is x must be added. So plus the sum of this and this. Sum means plus also. 3 over 1 over 2 plus 4 over 5 to give 1 over 2, that is equals to 1 over 2. So we've translated the word problem to fractional equation. What fraction must be added to the sum of 3 over 1 over 2 and 4 over 5 to give 1 over 2? So what we do is to first convert this one to improper fraction. So we have x plus 2 times 3, 6 plus 1, 7 over 2 plus 4 over 5 equals to 1 over 2. The next step is to clear the denominator. We clear all the fraction, and we do that by multiplying each of these fractions by the LCM. And the LCM of 1, 2, 5, and 2 is 10. So clear, let's write, clear the fraction by multiplying through by the LCM. LCM, which is 10. So we write 10 multiplied by x plus 10 multiplied by 7 over 2 plus 10 multiplied by 4 over 5 equals to 1 over 2. You can stand up, or you can change position. Once you are giving me the question, you can go. If I finish again, I'll call you. So we have each of the fraction multiplied by 10, and the purpose of that is to clear the denominators. So we say 10 times x, 10x, 2 here 1, 2 here 5, 5 times 7, that will be 35, plus 5 here 1, 5 here 2, 2 times 4, that will be 8. Then we have 10, I forgot to multiply this one by 10, so everything we multiply by 10, 10 times 1 over 2. So 10 times 1 over 2, so 2 goes here 1, 2 goes here 5. So we have 5 here. So not only the right side equation, both on the left and right, we multiply by the LCM. So with this now, what do we have? We have 10x here. Then we have 5 on this side. This 35, 8, and 5, you discover that there is no s attached to them, no x attached to them, but this 10 has x attached to it. So all this one without x, they are like terms, they are the same terms, so we bring them together. So plus 35 will come here and become minus 35, plus 8 will come here and become minus 8. So in that process, we have our 10x here equals, you are owing 35, you are owing 8. Altogether, you are owing 43. Let's take minus as a debt. So minus 35 minus 8. Altogether, you are going to minus the total of 8. And the total of this figure is 43. So minus 43. Remove 43. So you now have 10x equals, when we remove, this is debt again. Debt, we are owing 43. And you have 5. So let's use 5 to reduce the debt, and that will remain 38. So 2 can go in both. 2 here is 5, then 2 here in is 19. So we have 2 in this 10 is 5, right? Yes, 2 here is 19. So let's not forget our minus. To be minus 38 minus 19, because we are using 5 to reduce the negative. The negative remains 38. So we divide both sides by 5 to get our x. So if you do that, you're going to have minus 19 over 5. Let's write it out. Divide both sides by 5. 5x equals to negative 19. Divide by 5, divide by 5. This 5 cancel this 5. So we have x equals negative 19, or how many times 5 goes in 19? To go 3 times.
4 times.
5 go in 19 3 times.
Okay.
5 will go in 19 3 times. So we have 3 whole number, remaining 4. In 15 it is 3. The remaining 4, that will be 4 over 5. So there are some objective questions. They may give you answer in this form or in this form. That's why I provided the 2 forms. But if it's a theory, this is the accepted form. You must not leave an improper fraction the way it is. You must change it to a mixed number if it's a theory exam. But of objective, sometimes they stop here. So look at your option to know where to stop. That is the number 5. What fraction of 5 weeks is 5 days? Now, this is another equation involving fraction question. You will notice that these are in different units. We have weeks, we have days. So they are not the same unit. We must change the two to the same unit. Either you change week to days, or you change days to weeks, to maintain uniformity. Without uniformity, you can't solve this problem. So if you change days to week, you're going to have fraction. To avoid that, change weeks to days to avoid fraction. So we now do that by saying how many days is inside 1 week?
7.
We have 7, and we have 5 weeks. That means to convert this one to days, 5 weeks to days will be 5 multiplied by 7, because we have 7 days in 1 week. So, and if it is confusing, let's do what they call direct proportion. 1 week equals 7 days, right? Then 5 weeks equals x days. Let's say we don't know. So we now do cross multiply. Let's first remove this one. We don't want it. We know that our answer will give us day. We need x days, so our answer will give us day. So we remove this one to avoid clumsiness or being rough. So we say 1 times x. We are crossing multiply now. 1 times x will give us x, and 5 times 7 will give us 35. So that means we have 35 days in 5 weeks. So with that, we can solve this problem. So say, what fraction of 5 weeks is 5 days? We say, we don't know the fraction. Let the fraction equals y, since we have used x here. So we don't know the fraction, let the fraction equals y. So what fraction, we don't know it, y, of, let's write it, 5 days, which is, 5 weeks, which is now 35 days, is means equals to 5 days. So this is it. What fraction of 5 weeks or 35 days is 5 days? So we know that this of is times. So y times 35 give us 35y equals to 5. So we divide both sides by 35. 35 here, 35 here. 35 here, let's do it. Divide both sides by 35. So we now have 35, we divide this one, we have this one. Then this one will be 5 over, I have a feeling that I should always write it out. That is the feeling I'm having right now. So divide both sides by 35. I have done that. I put 35 here, I put 35 here. So this 35, we cancel this one. So we are left with 5, y equals to 5 over 35. Then we reduce to lowest term. 5 here, 1, 5 here, 7. So the fraction we are looking for is 1 over 7. And we are correct. This is the answer on the board. Fraction number 7, 3/4 of a number added to 2 and a half of that number is 13. Find the number. 3/4 is 3 over 4. Let the number be x, so 3 over 4 of a number. The number is x. Added to 2 and a half. Added means plus. 3/4 of a number, yes. Added to, that is plus 2 and a half. 2 and a half of that number, which is also x, gives or is 13. Find the number. So what we do is to change this one to improper fraction, then reduce this one. 3 of x means 3 times x, so we have 3x over 4. We have plus 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1. We have 5 over 2. Of x means times x, so we put it there, equals to 13. This is 3/4 of a number added to 2 and a half of that number gives or is 13. Now let's clear the fraction by multiplying everything 1, 2, 3 by the LCM. The LCM of 4 and 2 is 4. So we say 4 multiplied by 3x over 4 plus 4 multiplied by 5x over 2. Then we say 4 multiplied by 13. This 4 will remove this one. 4 here 1, 4 here 1. So we have 1 times 3s, 3x. Plus 4 here 1, 4 here, 2 here 1, 2 here 2. 2 times 5s will give us 10x. 4 times 13. 4 times 3 is 12. Write 2, carry 1. 4 times 1 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. Get 3x plus 10x, that will give us 13x equals to 52. If you divide both sides by 13, you're going to have 4. So our answer is 4, as you can see on the board. We move to number 8 without wasting time. Now we have this question on the board. 3 boys shared some oranges. 3 boys shared some oranges. The first received 1 over 3 of the oranges. The second 2 over 3 of the remainder. If the third boy got 12 of the remaining oranges, how many oranges did they share? So this information is vital. We don't know any number of the first and second boy, but we know the number of the third boy. The third boy got 12 of the remaining. But let's start from the first person. The first person, we say the number of the oranges shared, we don't know, some oranges. Let the number of the oranges shared equals x. So first boy got 1 over 3 of x. 1 times x, that's x, that will be x. 3 times 1, that will be 3. So the first person got x over 3. The second boy, we are told the second got 2 over 3 of the remainder. Before you can know the 2 over 3, we must find the remainder first. So let's find the remainder. if a person got 1 out of 3, then it's going to remain 2 out of 3. 1 out of 3 is gone of the oranges. That is, if you divide the oranges into 3 equal parts, 1/3 is already taken away. Then it will remain 2/3. So 2/3 is the remainder, 2/3 of x, which is the same as 2x/3. So the remainder is 2x/3. Then let's find out the second boy. The second boy got 2/3 of the remainder. This is the remainder, 2x/3. Then 2 times 2x, that will give us 4x. 3 times 3, that will give us 9. So this is the second boy share. The first boy, x/3, 1/3 of x. Then the remainder of that will be 2 out of 3. 1/3 is taken. It will remain 2/3 of the yes, this is the remainder, 2/3 of the oranges, and 2/3 will be 2x/3. Then the second boy got 2/3 of the remainder. This is the remainder, 2/3 again. Don't confuse the remainder of 2/3 and the third and the second person's share. This one is only 2/3 because 1 out of 3 is taken. Then it remains 2 out of 3. Then the information given for us for the second boy's share is to confuse students, because they are seeing 2/3 here, they are seeing 2/3 here. It's say the 2/3 here is different from this 2/3 here. 2/3 here is the remainder. 2/3 here is the second boy's share, second boy's share of the remainder, 2/3 of the remainder. And when you multiply 2 and 2x, you get 4x. 3 times 3, you get 9. So we are done with the first boy's share, second boy's share. Now let's find the third boy's share. That third boy, if I know the total share and I remove the first boy's share, which is x/3, and I also remove the second boy's share, which is 4x/9. If I remove the 2 boys from the total orange, I should be able to arrive at the third person's share. So the third person's share is this. How do I know? Total orange minus first boy's share minus second boy's share should give me the third boy's share. But luckily for us, we are given a clue or a way out to solve this problem. And the way out is that they have already given us the third boy's share, which is 12. Meaning, if the third boy's share is this, and the third boy's share is 12, that is, if we know our value of x, and we impute the value here, that will land us in the third boy's share. And luckily, they have given us the third boy's share, which is 12. So in that process, we are going to equal the two together. We are going to have x minus x/3 minus 4x/9 equals 12. This is the equation we are going to arrive at. I want to believe it's not difficult to know that when you have a number of something and you remove the first person's out of it, you remove the second person's out of it, you will be left with the third person's own. This is what we have here. And the third person's own, we are told it is 12. That means this expression is equal to 12. And that is what we have just done here. Now we clear the fraction by multiplying through by the LCM. So here we are going to have 9 times x. We're going to give us 9x minus 9 times this one. 3 goes in this 9. That will be 3. 3 times x will be 3x. Then the 9 we are multiplying this one with. 9 goes in that 9. Will give us 1. 1 times 4x will be 4x. Then the 9 of this one, 9 times 12. 9 times 2 is 18. We carry 1. 9 times 1 is 9 plus 1. That's 10. So here we can say 9x minus 3x minus 4x. Altogether, how many x are you removing? Are you minusing? You are minusing 7x. Then you have 108. 9x minus 7x. 9x minus 7x, we have 2x, right? So 2x equals to 108. If you divide both sides by 2, you are going to have x equals to 54. That is the answer. So question 9 is on the board. John gave 1/3 of his money to Janet, who had 1/5. He then finds out that his money has reduced to 1/4 of Janet's money, of Janet's consequent money. Calculate John's original money. So John gave 1/3 of his money. So his original money is not mentioned. 1/3 of his money. So we say let John's original money, before he give out any amount, let John's original money equals x. So if he gave out 1/3, so John's money after the charity after his charity, he did a charity to Janet. John's money after his charity will remain x minus 1/3 of x. So that is what is going to remain of John's money, minus 1/3 of x, which is x/3. That is John's money now. So we are now told that because of that, John finds out that his money has reduced to 1/4 of Janet's money, of Janet's consequent money. Yes, we did not write, yes, Janet's consequent money is this. Janet's consequent money is, our original money is 105. Okay, let's write it. Janet's consequent money. Consequent money. Our original money is 105 plus this one that was given to her. So 1/3 of x was given to Janet by John. As we are removing 1/3 of x from John, we are adding to Janet 1/3 of John, of x, of John's money. So you can see the equation very straightforward. John has x initially, he gave out 1/3 of his money of x, minus it. Then Janet had 1/5 initially. Then our consequent money after John has given her 1/3 will be 1/5 plus 1/3, 105 plus 1/3 of x. So we are told that because of what John did, his money has reduced to 1/4 of Janet's consequent money. That means this amount, we will express it in terms of this amount. So John's money that remains is this, x minus 1/3 of x, that will be x/3. So John's money is this, the balance that remains after giving Janet x/3 is this. And we are told that this balance is now 1/4 of Janet's consequent money. And what is Janet's consequent money? This is it. 105 plus 1/3 of x is x/3. So this is what happened, what played out at the end of the day. John gave this out, and as he gave it out, we remove it from his money. And we are told as a result of that, his money is now 1/4 of Janet's consequent money. After Janet has distributed the gift comes there, and because of that, John money now reduced to 1/4 of this person. So this value is John's money, this value is John's money. So we are going to equate the two values of John's money. I want to believe it's clear. You will agree with me, when he gave this one out, we will remove it from his money. And we are told that as he's removing it, his money is now equivalent to 1/4 of Janet's consequent money. That is, Janet's money after she has received the donation from John. So in that case, we form an equation, and we can now multiply through to remove our denominator. We multiply through by the LCM, and the LCM of 1, 3, and 4 is 12. So we say 12 times s will give us 12x. 12 times s over 3, this 3 will divide the 12 by 4, 4 times s, that will give us 4x. 4 goes in 12, that will be 3. 3 times 1, that will be 3. So we write like this. So, to remove this, can we divide both sides by 3? If we divide both of these by 3, this 3 will go, then this one will have 3. I want to believe what I'm doing is clear. If we divide both sides of this equation by 3, why are we dividing by 3? Because we want to remove this 3. This 3 will give us a long job to do, because we multiply. And let's go that way. So we say 12x minus 4x. 3 times 105 will give us 3 times 5, 15. 3 times 0, 0 plus that 1. 3 times 1 is 3. Plus 3 times x, that will be 3x over 3. And you can see that this 3 will cancel this 3. So it's as good as writing x. It's as good as writing what? X. So let's write it this way. 12x minus 4x equals to 315 plus x. If I remove 4 from 12, I'm going to be left with 8. So here I have 8x equals 315 plus x. Let this x come here. We're going to have 7x. So we have 8x minus x equals 315. 8x minus x, that will give us 7x equals to 315. 315. And in that process, we divide both sides by 7. And what are we going to have? 7 goes in 31, that will be 4. In 28, that will be 4. Remainder 3. 7 in 35, that will be 5. That means John's original money is 45 naira. So let's write our statement. Therefore, John's original money is 45 naira. Your statement is very important. Therefore, John's original money is 45 naira. We move to the next question. We are moving to number 10 question. Number 10 question. During fuel scarcity, a petrol station sells 1/2 a tank to 100 vehicles. When the scarcity got worse, they began to sell 2/5 of a tank. How many vehicles are being sold as a result? Assuming all vehicles have the same size of tanks. So we have this question. Let's set up a derived proportion. So a vehicle is serving 1/2 to every half a tank to every vehicle that comes. So when they were selling half a tank, they were able to serve 100 vehicles. When they were selling half a tank, they were able to sell to 100 vehicles. In a day, okay, in a day, let's say in a day, but we all know that when they were selling half, they only supply 100. So this time around, they cannot sell 1/2 again. They are now selling 2/5. That suggests that 1/2 is less than 2, is more than 2/5. Because why did they change from 1/2 to 2/5? When the scarcity got worse, that means this size of the tank is less than this size of the tank. So they're now asking us, how many vehicles did they sell when they reduced from selling half of a tank to 2/5 of a tank? How many vehicles did they supply at this rate? We don't know. That's why we're going to call it X. So this is a proportion. Half equals to 100, 2/5 equals to X vehicles, because we don't know the number of the vehicles. Now, that is a signal, because this number we say is more than this. Another reason to know that 1/2 is bigger than 2/5 is to divide. 1/2 will give us 0.5. 2/5, if we divide it, it will give us 0.4. So 0.5 and 0.4, that means 1/2 is bigger than 2/5. That means the tank, the number of size of tank they are serving is reducing. The amount of the size of the tank they are serving is reducing. That means they are going to sell to more cars. They are going to sell to more cars because they are serving the same size of tank. The same size of tank. When they are selling half, they sell to 100, and when they are selling 2/5, they are going to supply more than 100 cars. So as the rate of the tank is reducing, the number of the vehicles they are supplying will increase. As this rate is reducing, the number of the vehicles they are serving will increase. So we go up. So if the rate is reducing, this one will go up. So we're going to have inverse proportion here, or what we call indirect proportion. This one is reducing, this one will go up. So in that case, we will horizontally multiply. Assuming it is direct proportion, we will cross multiply. But because it is indirect proportion, we are going to horizontally multiply. So we say 1/2 times 100 is equal to 2/5 times X. This is a fast way to do it. So 2 can go in 100, it will go 50 times. When we have 2 times X, that will give us 2X. We have 5 here, we have 1 here. We cross multiply now before we horizontally multiply, because it is not in direct proportion. It is an inverse proportion, because this number is going down. The size of the car of the tank they are serving is reducing, while this one is going up. So we horizontally multiply. But here we are going to cross multiply. So we do like this. 1 times 2x, that will give us 2x. 5 times this one, that will give us 250. 5 times 5 is 25, then this 0. So we divide both sides by 2, we are going to have 125 vehicles. So the number of cars they are going, our statement is very important. The number of vehicles they are going to supply at selling at the rate of 2/5 of the tank will be 125 vehicles. When they were selling half of the tank, the same size of the tank, they supply 100 cars or vehicles. When they are selling 2/5 of the tank, they supply 125 vehicles. Let's move to the next question. You will notice that this is the same as the number 9 question. This is almost the same. It's similar to that. So Let's solve it all the same. If the number 9 is not clear, I want to believe it to be clear here. Three sisters in a business share the profit of the business. The first person got 1/3, the second got 2/3 of the remainder, and the third was left with 15,000. What amount did they share? So the profit is X, as we normally say. So first sister got 1/3 of X, which is X/3. We are told there is a remainder. The second person got the remainder of the first amount after the first person has taken. If the first sister remove 1/3 for our own share, then the balance out of 1/3, 1 out of 3 will be 2 out of 3 of the profit. 2 out of 3 of the profit will be 2/3 of X, which is 2X/3. The second person, we have done the remainder. Second person got 2/3 of this one, which will give us 4X/3. Then, as I said earlier, the third person share should be the amount share from the beginning, the profit, minus the first person share, which is X/3, minus the second person share, which is 4X/3. Then we are given this third person share again. So we are going to have two values for the third person. Two values. And these two values are what we are going to equal together. This is the same as number 9, almost the same, similar to number 9 question. The total amount to share the profit is X. If I remove the first person's share and the second person's share, I should be left with the third person's share. And the third person's share is 15,000. If you equate these two values, you are supposed to get your answer. And you solve the equation yourself. You are going to solve this one yourself. I write the equation here. X minus X/3 minus 4X/3 equals 15,000. And if you do that correctly, you're going to get 67,500. You get 67,500. 3 times 3 is 9. This should be 9. This is 9. This is 9. This is 9. The first person share, yes. Second person share. This is 9. So if you do this person correctly, if you do this one correctly, your answer should be should be 67,500. So this is similar to question 9. As I said, let's see the final question as we call it today. A man shared 2,400 so that 1/4 went to his wife, 2/3 to his 2 sons, and the remainder was divided among his 2 daughters. How much did each daughter get? Total amount they share 24,000. Total amount shared equals to 24,000. Wife share 1/4 of 24,000. 4 years 1, 4 years 6. So the wife got 6,000. Then remainder will be 24,000 minus 6,000, and that will be 18,000. The remainder will be 18,000. And out of this 18,000, 2 sons got 2/5. the two sons share equals 2/3 of 18,000 3L1 3L6. That will be 6,000. 2 times 6,000, and that will be 12,000. 12,000. The two sons share is 12,000. So let's remove it from the remainder. So 18,000 minus 12,000, we're going to be left with 6,000. Then the two daughters share. The two daughters share will be 6,000 divided by 2, and that will be 3,000. So each daughter will be getting 3,000. That's the amount. Total amount shared 24,000. Wife got 1/4 of that. That will be 6,000. If we divide 24,000 by 4, you have 6,000. That will be 6,000. Let's remove the balance from the wife share from 24. We have 18,000. Out of this 18,000, the two sons got 2/3 of it. That will be 12,000. Let's remove that 12,000 from 18,000. We have 6,000. And the two daughters share the 2,000. They will take it 3,000 each. That is the end of this video on word problem involving fraction. I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful time. Please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe and press the notification button. Any new video coming, you'll be able to be one of the first people that is going to see it. If you subscribe and press the notification button. Have a good time.